to Deaf and Dumb. I'm Dan.
And I'm Dudley.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to a show.
Yes.
An episode of our show.
Yes. Our podcast.
We do that every time, and it's kind of pointless.
Yeah. It is. It almost feels like filler.
Almost.
You have a good week?
Yeah, it was a good week.
Yeah, I did too. I went on a holiday with the lady friend.
I'm English now.
Yeah,
I
went
go
on holiday. That's what they say. I went on holiday. They don't take a holiday. They go on holiday.
Uh-huh.
And I like that.
Uh-huh.
And it was good. I bought Clank.
Clank? Yeah, we immediately played it.
No, we haven't yet. I've been bugging y'all to play it.
Oh, okay.
And,
you bought Azul, too.
I did.
We haven't played it a lot, too.
No, we haven't played it either.
So sounds like you're wasting money.
It's starting to feel that way.
Uh-huh.
We talked about it on our PAX episode for this year.
Mm-hmm.
Both of the games we play there with our lady friend.
Yeah.
They both enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And, it's a great little dungeon delving deck building game. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
The dungeon delving deck builder.
Dungeon delving deck builder.
Yes.
The deck building dungeon delver.
Yes.
There you go.
There you go.
I wasn't sure I said it right when I said it. Yeah, so that's a game we haven't played, so I guess we'll move on.
Yeah. I've still been playing Hollow Knight.
Yeah.
Which is good, as I've said many times on the show.
If you want to hear about Hollow Knight, just go back to
the last 2 episodes.
And Daniel has talked about it.
I'm at the final boss.
Yeah.
Technically, I can go do it. I've just been doing other things. Like I unlocked the Godmaster DLC, which is basically like an arena space where you can go and fight pretty much all the bosses in the game. And some of them in one quick succession, and it's like kind of a challenge thing where you can like do it a certain way, and you get points. I don't know what you unlock by doing it.
Yeah,
it's really hard. Well, because you also fight some bosses that you've never fought that aren't bosses. There are characters in the game that weren't bosses. They were just NPCs you interact with that you can now fight.
Yeah.
And they're hard, and all the other bosses I have no trouble with because I've fought them before.
Yeah.
These are all new, and I'm like, I don't know how to fight you, and they're always like, after I fight 8 bosses, and then I fight this guy.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to fight him. So I'm like, I get all the way there, and now I'm like, I lose, and so I haven't progressed very well on that. But it's such a great game.
Yeah.
And so I won't go into it too much because we
spend
a lot of time on the show talking about Hollow Knight. But it is a fantastic game, and you should get it, as I tell you every week.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to do it because Sekiro. The new From Software game is coming out this week, so I'm probably going to get that.
Yeah.
And that's where my money's going to go. So this Friday. Get that.
Yeah. I noticed you are wearing green, so I don't get to pinch you.
Yes.
It's being St. Patrick's Day. Today, I am wearing green. This is green, even though it's
green.
It's faded. And I am also wearing green here. It's
you just want
Zelda
to
socks.
Stick your.
I made sure I wore green. That's exactly it. I also have multiple copies of the Triforce, so I have lots of power.
Will you get your foot off the desk?
It's got old school Link.
Take your foot off the desk.
But
we eat here.
We don't.
You do.
I have. Doesn't mean we do. Just because you did something once doesn't mean it's a regular thing.
I've eaten here. We play checkers.
Yes.
With candy.
Yes, which is on YouTube.
So, yes, please keep your foot off the desk. Your gross green sock. Now, the question was green to begin with.
What?
Was your sock originally green, or did it turn green?
No, they've always been green. These came green.
This used to be green. Because you would admit something like that. If your sock had turned green...
This shirt used to be green, but it's kind of turned more of a greenish gray.
That shirt was never green.
It was green. It used to be vibrant green, but after many washings and lots of wearing, the shirt has turned a greenish gray.
I've watched you wear that shirt many years. It's never been green.
It's always... This is the only green shirt I own. So, yes, it was green.
Yeah. Okay. We've had game night this week, but not our usual game night.
No, we did not.
We usually go to Gary's, but since we were off this week for spring break, we didn't go to Gary's because it was too far to drive. Sorry, Gary.
Well, he also was not feeling up to it for his own reasons, so it was a mutual, we're not coming.
Yeah. And instead, we went to our buddy Trey and his wife's house.
The third man.
The third man, who has appeared in this podcast a few times.
Yes, he has.
And we mentioned him often. But he hosted us.
Yes.
And it was you, me, your girlfriend, my girlfriend, Ricky, and then the cart ride.
Yeah.
And we played, the big portion of the night, we played Cosmic Encounter. Which we haven't talked about in a while on the show.
No, we haven't, but we have talked about it.
And if anyone hasn't played it, you get an alien race that has some ridiculous power or ability, and you're trying to gain 5 points. And you gain points by
you're trying to invade. You're invading planets. Everyone's an alien race invading each other's planets. Yeah. There's no real there's a randomization of you draw a card and that tells you where you're going. I don't know how this space world works, but apparently you don't get to choose which planets you invade. You just find one and say, I'm invading that one.
I'm guessing the way it works is someone at one point invented hyperspace travel.
Yeah, because it's called the hyperspace drive, or hyperspace gate, or something like that.
With the invention of it, there's no element
they have no idea
control.
where you're going. Yeah, you're just like, we're going somewhere that has people, and we're going to invade them.
Yeah. And so you invade people, and you have different powers, and first person to get 5 colonies on 5 other planets win. That's the basic rule.
Yeah, it's a basic premise.
But every alien breaks those weird, have weird rules that break the game.
They bring, these rule-breaking powers that each one has. I played the sneak.
Yeah.
So my whole thing was, when you invaded my planet, if I lose, I just get to move one of my guys onto your planet.
Yeah, instead of into the world.
Yeah, I just sneak onto the other people. And I also don't lose my power if I lose 3 of my planets.
Yeah, which is a standard rule.
Yeah, the standard rule is that normally if you lose 3 of your home planets, you lose your power. You can't do anything.
Yeah.
And so I don't have to abide by that rule. So I just want people to invade me, and I just slowly win by doing that. Which didn't happen, because nobody would draw a card to invade me. It happened once, but that was it.
But you didn't lose, so you didn't get to sneak. I think that's what happened.
No. I did lose, but then someone played a Cosmic Zap.
I did.
Which keeps me from a card that keeps me from using my ability, and therefore I didn't get it. Yeah, and then I was angry with you, and I used my cards that cause you to lose ships and stuff and cards.
Yeah,
out of
it was pretty lame.
Yeah.
I played the locusts, which they devour planets. So literally, if I'm the only on a planet, another person's planet by myself, I can eat that planet, and it just gives me a colony point on the board that I just have, and no one can take away from me. And it was. I never got to use it. The entire game, I was like, I want to eat someone's planet. That's all. I didn't care if I got one or anything. I just wanted to devour someone's planet. Yeah. And just like, this is mine.
Someone else did.
Someone else did. Trey did, but he got the locust card.
The flare. It's called a flare.
Yeah, the flare card, which allows him to do the locust ability, and which he was able. He ate his own planet to basically get rid of all the colonies on it and set everyone back by 1 point. Except
I was hoping he was going to do mine, which I had a planet that had everyone on it. And except me, of course, and I was hoping he would destroy that one and hurt everyone else, but he was on that planet as well, so he didn't do it. But it's a great little game.
Yeah, it's fun. My girlfriend played the Visionary, which is they have this ability to just say, okay, if when they're doing an attack round, it's like if you have an attack card of 6, you have to play it.
Yeah.
And and she would do it, and she did fairly well.
Yeah.
In fact, she was really close to winning, but Trey just beat her out, just barely.
Mm-hmm.
And it was she enjoyed it. She had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
She was pretty good at it.
Yeah.
But I don't know why. She just was. She had a good time.
Yeah, she did. It was a lot of fun. We also played
Dixit,
mm-hmm.
Which I'm normally terrible at.
Yes.
But this time I actually didn't do bad.
Yeah. We've talked about this game before, so you can go back and find episodes where we've discussed it.
Yeah, Dixit.
But basically, it's a you have all these
surrealistic painting cards.
Art cards with lots of imagery on it and lots of layers to them and lots of little details. And everyone had a hand of 6 of them, I believe. And
6 or 7.
And what you do is if it's your turn, you pick a card and you give a phrase or a sound or some kind of clue, and it can be a word or a phrase or something, anything, really, whatever you want. You can sing a song if you want to, which is what Trey did at one point. And so you lay that down, and everyone else has to pick a card out of their hand that matches that clue.
Well, yeah, that best suits it.
Yeah, and so we end up with a pile of them. They get laid out next to a number, and then everyone votes on which one they think is the judge.
Yeah.
That round. And the idea is if the judge wants some people to get it, but not everyone. If everyone gets it right, because it's really obvious. Then he doesn't get any points, but everyone else and then he gets points by some people getting it, but not everyone. Yeah. And then everyone else gains points for everyone that votes on their card.
Yeah.
So there's kind of trying to get a good mix of it. It's a really fun game. It's fairly simple, but you kind of lean into what. You figure out, okay, this person knows about this. Like, I did one reference to a Game of Thrones reference, because I knew there was 2 people, you and Ricky, who I knew had read the books and watched the show, so I was confident that y'all would get it. Y'all both didn't get it. Y'all both got it right, but not for that reason.
Yeah, you said black and white.
Yes.
And first I was like, it's got to be this card, because it had the tragedy and comedy.
Yeah, it was a wall with a bunch of masks on it, like comedy, tragedy masks, but it had other things going on, lots of masks. So I said black and white as a reference to the House of Black and White, which has the many-faced God.
Yeah.
And so I thought, surely they'll get it. Y'all both got it, but not for that reason, which is how that game goes.
Yeah.
Like, the stuff I feel like is really obvious, I lay down, and nobody gets it, or, you get it for the wrong reasons.
That clue didn't make me think of the game Black and White. Because after I had already picked the card, I was like, wait a minute. I kind of started thinking about it. I was like, Black and White's a game.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's a God game from 2000s.
Yeah.
And I was like, So I was looking at all the cards to see if there was if there had been just a hand on one of those cards that was just a disembodied hand, I'd be like, that's it.
Yeah.
But no, there wasn't, so I stuck with my original choice. But it makes me want to go back and play Black and White.
Yeah.
I haven't played it in
old.
a long time. And it's old. And it's
if you're going to play it, Black and White 2 is the way to go.
Yeah, I'm going to play Black and White 2.
But even then, it's been out for 10 years?
Yeah, more than 10 years.
More than 10 years now?
Yeah. But anyway, did you play something else?
I did play something else. I learned about this game the day it was coming out, and then I got frustrated it wasn't out yet. It's called Baba Is You.
Baba?
And,
Baba?
B-A-B-A is You.
Baba is
and it was coming out like the 13th, and I think the 13th, and I learned about it. I saw something about it, and I'm like, wait, what is it? And I'm like, oh, it's out today on the Switch and Steam. And so I was like, oh, and I was really excited about it. So I was like, oh, it came out today. So I went on the eShop, and it wasn't there.
Yeah.
It wasn't in the recently released or anything, and I'm like, where is it? And then I finally had to dig into the coming soon, and there it was.
Yeah.
With today's date, or that day's date, but it wasn't out. And I'm like, what's the deal? And I did some digging. I found a Twitter post from it. Apparently there was some kind of mix-up with the store launch, and it wasn't going to be available until like 8 o'clock our time.
Yeah.
And so I was like, this was like 11 in the morning or something. I had learned about it and was all excited about it. I'm like, I want to play this game right now. And I'm like, and then I was annoyed. I had to wait, 9 hours to get the game.
Yeah.
And I'm like...
So, you didn't find out the game
really
until really late. And then most games you find out about, and they're not out for months and months
exactly.
and
I'm
years.
like, oh, it's down the road. But I don't know, it was something, I got really annoyed that it was supposed to be out, and it wasn't there, even though I had just learned about the game. And I'm like, why is this annoying me when, like, Fallout's coming out in 3 months? Oh, I'm so excited.
Okay.
Like, that doesn't bother me. But, like, this game is supposed to be out today. I just learned about it today. Now I'm impatient.
I must have it.
and
I must have it now.
I've been trying to describe this game to you and other people all week.
Yeah.
And I was failing at it.
It's really not an easy game to describe.
So I just went and got the actual company's game description
to
read on the show so I can be accurate on how they described it, so maybe it'll help me describe it better.
All right, go ahead.
But Baba Is You is a puzzle game where the rules you have to follow are present as a physical object in the game world. By manipulating the rules, you can change how the game works, repurpose things you find in the levels, and cause surprising interactions. So basically, you play this little bunny-looking thing, which is Baba.
And it is you.
But there'll be words. So you have the bunny on the map, but then you have other things, objects on the map, and then there are words that coincide with those things.
Yeah.
So there is a word that says Baba on the map, and it's represented in a little box, and there's the word is on the map, and then there's another box that says you. And so when all the maps, most of them start with Baba Is You, and you move around because you are Baba.
Yeah.
But then there'll be things like, there's rock, and then it says rock is push. So because there's a rock on the map, you can go push the rock because the rock is pushable.
So it's basically a programming game.
Kind of. I think describing it as rules is important because as you switch things around, you can take the word rock, and push it over and replace Baba with rock. So rock is you, and then now you're the rock moving around.
So rock is you?
Rock is you.
Rock is.
And that's just the basic mechanics, and then it gets more and more complex. Apparently, there's like 200-something puzzles in this game.
And how many have you done?
I don't know. I haven't counted. Maybe 30 at most.
And you've had it for, 3 or 4 days?
Less than a week, yeah.
That's not bad,
It's hard.
Yeah.
There are, like, some puzzle I'm, like, knocking out, no problem, I figure it out. And then some of them I stare at. There have been a couple, I just moved on to other ones because I have no idea how to do them. Like, I see the path, like the shady, hazy, foggy path of how I'm supposed to, what I need to do to get
you
to
just can't figure out who Baba is.
I just can't figure out how I'm supposed to achieve it. Because there'll be like water and like walls, and they may have different properties. For example, one of the ones I'm stuck on right now, there's 2 sections. It's divided by a little river, and the water is hot. And then also there's a cog on, like a gear cog on one side. I need it to be on the other side, but cog is push and melt. So if I push the cog into the hot water, it melts. It destroys it and removes. So I have to somehow get the cog onto the other side over the water, and I don't know how to do it. And like I know how to destroy the water. I know how to, if I push something into it, and it'll fill in the water and it'll go away. But usually the only thing I have to push into it is the cog, and I need the cog. So stuff like that. I'm like, and so
have you thought about destroying yourself and becoming the cog?
Well,
cog
see, and you think that would be right, except the way the words are positioned, they're all the way up against the top of the map. Therefore, I can't push them. They'll fence in. Yeah, they'll be fenced. Like Baba Is You is over here, but it's fenced in, so you can't change some variable because it's blocked in. But then you might do something that suddenly unblocks it, and you can move things around. It's brilliant. It's like weird wordplay, and then but you can also for example, if you have multiple you can go.
Baba is you.
Yeah, you can go. Baba is you, and then from left to right, and then you can go because reading order is important. You can't go you is Baba. That doesn't work.
No.
Baba is you, but you can also go top
down.
That's
bad English.
Yes, bad English. You can go Baba is you, and then also have rock is you going down on top of it, and then suddenly you can move the rock and Baba at the same time. They move in conjunction because you're both of them.
Yeah.
And then you destroy you, and you're just the rock. And all of them, almost all the puzzles revolve around you getting to usually it's a flag. That flag is win, but you can also be like, oh, the puzzle really is I need to put rock in the place of flag, and therefore rock is win. I love it. It's like wordplay, but it's like the puzzle is putting sentences together, like really simple sentences together that make sense and that control the world. And
the question is, who is Baba?
Baba is a rabbit.
But who is Baba?
Baba is Baba, and you are Baba sometimes.
But that is, you can't be you and Baba.
But Baba is you sometimes. And sometimes you could be rock. Or robot. Or another thing called Kiki. I don't know what it is. Like a little upright person thing. Pink person thing.
Is it a naked person?
No, it's like it looks more like a Pikmin, really.
Kiki.
Yeah, named Kiki.
That's a weird name.
There's also things like rock, or like robot is move. And then as long as you move, the robot keeps walking in a path, and you have to push off the move thing to keep them from moving. Or there's keys you push around to unlock doors, but that only works if door is shut and key is open. It's great. It's so great. There's one puzzle that plays off the roses are red, violets are blue, and but if you push the blue into next to is red. If you push the violet next to is red, then suddenly violets are red, and the map changes. So if you take water and put it next rockets, water, all the rocks turn into water.
It seems like there's a lot of things that could be other things. It's this
weird metaphysical wordplay puzzle game, and I love it. It hurts my head because I had to play it in little bursts because I play for a while and I always get stuck, and I'm staring at it going, this is probably really simple. I'm just missing it because I thought about it too hard. And then I take a break. I walk away for a while, and I come back, and suddenly it makes sense. Or I'm like, oh, it's just stupid. And it's something as simple as I just need to use the word as a pushable thing to shove something into the right position. Sometimes it's that simple. Sometimes I don't need to make something into something else.
Sometimes
I just have to push things around.
You must be content with Baba.
Yeah. It's like, you remember that old game,
to you.
Chips Challenge?
Yeah.
It's like that.
The mouse
except it was the guy walking around. It's like and you had to get keys to unlock doors, and you push blocks and stuff, and it had to be pushed in the right order. Yeah. It's like that, except you have words that the blocks are words that set the rules for the world you live in, and I love it. I can't get enough of it. I'm so excited. There's 200 something puzzles in it. Yeah, because I'm going to be playing it for a while. I just love it. I love the art style. Everything about it is fantastic. It's $15 on the Steam or the Nintendo eShop. It might be on some other things, but I know that it is on those two things. It is fantastic. I love it. I can't get enough of it.
Okay. Well, I may have to check that one out. Yeah. I do like a good puzzler. And as long as you don't talk about it for 20 minutes for the next 3 weeks, we'll be fine.
I can't promise.
I played one more game this week, and that was Subnautica Sub-Zero.
Oh, yeah?
Or as they want to call it, Below Zero.
Yes.
I've reached a point in the game where it tells me it's broken.
It tells you?
It tells me that it is broken. It basically, like, you can continue to play, but the game is kind of broke from here on.
It's early access.
It's early access in beta.
Okay.
So it's still very... So I kind of was building a little base. I was gathering resources to build up a little base, because I got the building tool. But at this point, I'm like, okay, I think I'm done for now. Yeah. And I'm going to wait till... I don't want to play it when it's super buggy.
Yeah.
Because it'll hinder my view of the game, I think. So I'm going to wait and let them kind of build it up again. But I did introduce a new creature in it in the last update called sea monkeys.
Like sea monkeys?
They're kind of like,
like the microscopic organism?
A little bit, but they're kind of like they have like a fish thing body, and then a torso, kind of like a minotaur thing with a fish body, but it's
like I don't know, mermaid?
Not a mermaid.
Well, mermaids have fish.
It's got an L shape, so like the body's up, and the fin to the tail and stuff go down. So L shape.
Like
So here's the head.
Okay.
And and it's got arms like this. And then it's got like a fish back body thing. I don't know. Anyway,
it sounds like a mermaid.
It's not a mermaid.
I don't understand.
A mermaid is like this. This is
mermaids
like this.
Can spin. They have a spine.
Yeah,
they can
that's not their
I like how we're arguing like the mermaids are real, but they are flexible. They can turn into an L shape.
Yes, but that's not their natural position. Is what
It
I'm
might
saying.
be. They don't really exist, so they could be whatever we want.
Well, this is not a mermaid.
Okay.
This is a sea monkey. I think it's called a sea monkey. I've forgotten now.
Now
I'm questioning if it's called a sea monkey. But anyway, the thing about them is they steal your shit. So, like, whatever you're holding in your hand, like, they're in this viney area, so I'm going over there and eating vines because I can't find water. I'm having trouble
in the whole
finding
water.
Yeah, well, you gotta get drinking water,
potable water.
Yeah, and I can't find the fish that gives it to me, so I've just been eating vines because it gives me a little bit of water each time. And there's an abundance of them.
Chewing on the vine for the moisture.
But anyway, they're hanging around there, and there's a bunch of them, and they come up right up in your face, and they get up in there, and they're like. And they just take your stuff and whatever you're holding.
Don't ever come that close to me again.
Like, I don't like it. Get away. And then they just grab my stuff and then run off with it. And I'm like, get back. I got my knife and go.
Do they do anything else or just steal stuff?
As far as I can tell, they just steal your stuff and fly around with it. Or float around with it. And it's really annoying. I did figure out that you can just go up and grab it back from them.
Yeah.
But it was really annoying. I kept losing stuff.
In the first one, there was the weird jaw shark thing that would come and grab metal from you.
It's kind of like that, except they grab stuff right out of your hand.
Okay.
And,
are they scary looking?
Not really.
No, they're
they're not terrifying. In fact, I was like, are these hostile? I didn't think... But one of them came out to me, and I was just like, okay, you're not attacking me, you're not aggressive.
You gotta stop doing that to me. That's bothering me.
Now I'm over on your mic.
No.
And I went, mine, run away. And I was just really frustrating. But, yeah, the game's good. I'm building a lot of the same stuff that was in the first one. So
you're telling me there's nothing new that's worth playing?
Not a whole lot new in the beta. The story progressed a little bit, but again, I haven't played. I played 3, maybe 4 hours of it, and I'm still only. It's already at the point where the game gets busted.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, it's still early access. Yeah. I was wanting to play it, but seeing as how I haven't finished the first one, and
you should
it's not
the first
finished, and it's not a full game, I think I'll wait until it's fully released, and then I'll come back and play it some more.
Yeah, I do recommend the first one a lot,
yes.
And you should finish it.
Mm-hmm.
Any other games you want to talk about before we jump into the news?
Not that I can recall.
Okay. Let's start off the top of the news with Root.
Yes.
The Kickstarter launched last week. Have you backed it yet?
Yes, I have. I backed it the day it went live.
Did you get the add-on?
I will.
Okay.
Because you don't pick the add-ons right off. That you do later.
Oh, okay.
You backed it, and then when you at the end they ask if you want it.
Yeah, for like $5 or $10.
If they're doing it at like all the other games, the other ones.
It has a list of them on there. Yeah. But anyway,
my plan is to buy the add-on.
Yeah, it allows you to upgrade the boards to the errated rules set and the changes they made. Yes. So you can get a new board set for Root.
My plan is to add that on once the campaign is finished.
Yeah, it has raised $900,000 of its $25,000 goal. So it's going to be a close one. So it needs all the support.
It's close to $1 million?
It's going to need all the support it can get to reach its goal. So if you like Root...
It's already met its goal, Dudley.
No.
You understand that?
It's close. It's not quite.
Way over.
No, it's
still made its budget more than, like, 100, almost 100 times.
No, not almost 100 times. That's not even
almost
close
50 times. There we go.
That's more accurate.
Mathing on the air is not my strong suit.
I got more information on the.
Yes, I'm really excited about it. I haven't really looked at them though.
Yeah,
I went and backed it as soon as I heard. Oh, I went and backed it and like gave it, committed my monies to it.
Yeah.
And then we were going to do something else, so I hadn't had time to actually dive into it.
So you just gave money to something you don't even know.
I know what it is. It's an add-on to Root, and it's an updated board. So what? That's not enough for me to give them money.
Mm-hmm. Well, the 2 new factions, which we
if
talked about.
If a homeless person came out of an alleyway and said, "Hey, I've got an add-on for expansion for Root, and I've upgraded game board," I would just give him money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm going to have to get a homeless costume.
I'll recognize you.
Yeah.
You kind of look familiar.
Yeah. Sometimes. The 2 factions are the Corvid Conspiracy, which has an interesting mechanic.
Okay.
So their whole thing is they have cards that...
Is that the...
That's the bird one.
That's the bird...
The small birds.
Yeah.
And it's like they have this whole conspiracy thing, and they have their... Like, they have a special cards that go into... That'll show up in people's hands.
Okay.
And then those cards, once they're played or something... ties into their in-game stuff. So it sounds interesting. It's kind of covert operation kind of thing where they're using other people's cards to achieve their objectives. Okay, sounds interesting. Yeah, and then the Great Duchy, which is the mole people.
Mole people.
They've ruled the underworld realm, but they've now expanded outwards above the ground, so they're kind of an army based unit set. Okay, so sounds interesting. Yeah. And then there's 2 new maps: a mountain map and a lake map. Yeah. Which they don't have. I think there's a picture of the mountain one. Yeah. But I didn't see the lake one.
Gary had told me that because the first board came with a kind of a autumn forest map, and the other one's a winter map. So you have like fall, winter, and that these were more of a like spring, summer type map.
There may be.
Yeah, and that's what I heard. I don't know if that's accurate or it's just something he told me because I was willing to listen to whatever he tells me. Yeah.
At the airing of this podcast, it'll be 15 days left to the end of the Kickstarter, so you have just a little bit of time.
Yeah, you got 2 weeks, unless you're listening to the show late.
You got to help them get to their goal.
They've already met their goal, Dudley.
They're so close.
You see your numbers there on the screen?
No.
It says 900K.
I don't see my numbers.
And then the number you scrolled down where you can't see it now, but and 25K. The 900's bigger. That's how much they've already... Okay, whatever. I'm not going to try to explain this to you. Okay. It seems like a simple concept.
I've moved on. I saw an article that was talking about this game called Dual Universe. It's a MMO game that's coming out. It's an early access, or an alpha right now. Okay. But they did a test recently because their whole goal is to have all the players on one server. Okay. So most multiplayer games, they're limited to how many people are on a server, or their incidents, or certain areas. If you go into areas, it's all separated by different servers to basically keep it from being overloaded and too many people.
So you don't. It doesn't affect the performance. Yeah,
and a lot of times you're paired with people that have similar net connection speed, so it kind of
from similar regions. Yeah,
so it's separated that way. Well, their goal is to hack it where they did a test with 30,000 players on a server. It's all AIs, but they put 30,000 AIs all roaming their map and just to test it, and it was successful. They were able to do it. Of course, these aren't different. These are AIs. They're all different. Not different network speeds and all this stuff.
The question is, what is the game?
It's a city building space exploration game.
Okay.
So
it's first person or is it
I'm not
third
sure
person?
Actually. I didn't get that bit part. It looks interesting. Okay. It looks promising, and I'm curious about the whole multi.
You're only thinking about this now because you now have access to
I have access to good internet, and it's very nice.
I'm sure it's great.
It's wonderful. And so maybe I'm like, maybe I should get into an MMO. Maybe I should try this out. Maybe I should go play EVE Online.
Maybe
I should.
Maybe.
The alpha for this game is already out.
Oh, yeah?
And you can play it right now for $120.
But, no. I don't... How much is it going to actually cost when it comes out?
$60, probably. You can buy it now as well for $60, but you won't be able to play until some point in the first half of this year. Every time I've ever seen a game that charged more to get early access, I just don't like it. Yeah. Like, either it's like that much more. Like, I remember the first game I saw that charged a bunch of money for the early access was that that real-time strategy game where you had the big planet. What's it? Ultimate Annihilation or Planetary Annihilation. That's what it's called. And it was like, it was a RTS set on globes, and you could like go to travel to other planets. I own it, and I did not pay the early access version. I just bought it when it got close to being released and had a regular price. And I barely played it because I didn't really care for it. And I'm like, I'm glad I didn't pay the extra $100. It was like $80, $90. I think a lot of that one was misleading on the trailer. Yeah,
and I didn't pay the extra $30 to get it early for a game I don't even play. So it was like, Okay.
Well, I don't want to dwell on this too much because I have lots to cover today. Actually, a new not Left 4 Dead is coming.
So it's a Left 4 Dead clone? Is that what you're saying?
No. It's made by the people who made Left 4 Dead. Okay. But it's not through Valve, and it's not Left 4 Dead.
So the people who made Left 4 Dead made a new game?
Yes.
Is it like Left 4 Dead?
Yes.
Okay.
It's called Back 4 Blood.
Okay.
Even got a 4 in there.
Okay.
And it's a zombie co-op fighting game, just like Left 4 Dead, but it's being made by... the same people who made Left 4 Dead, they're just with a different... They're not doing it through Valve.
Because Valve doesn't make new games anymore.
Apparently, they don't make games anymore. So, if you like Left 4 Dead, and Left 4 Dead 2, I don't know if same people did both of them, but you might check it out. They've only announced it, so not much else about it other than it's going to be a zombie co-op game.
Okay. I like Left 4 Dead, but I have Left 4 Dead, so I don't know. It's got to do something different for me.
Well, you get a new story.
Okay. I had the other ones. I haven't even...
We had a pretty good time playing at the LAN.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy playing it with friends, but it's... I don't know. It's got to bring something new to it. Yeah. I need something fresh. Give me something fresh.
And Speaking of fresh...
Okay.
Something fresh and new.
Okay.
Battlefield 5 is getting a Battle Royale mode. Because that's a new thing to do.
Yeah, everyone's doing. They're all trying to jump on that.
It's called Firestorm. It launches March 25th. And the thing that interests me is that it has a lot of vehicles in it.
Like, oh, really?
Yeah.
All the Battlefield games usually had...
Yeah, there's a lot of vehicles and planes and helicopters. And there's like a little helicopter vehicle, at least in the trailer.
Yeah.
And also a tractor. That's pretty cool.
You're going to go mow a lawn and...
No, like a big tractor. Like a farm tractor.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Not like a
go bush hog
tractor. Yeah. Except you're pulling a cannon.
Okay.
Yeah, like a big cannon, a guy can ride on it and shoot. No, it's in the trailer.
You want to ride a battle tractor? Get Battlefield 5.
Yeah.
Battle tractor.
And play the battle royale.
Yeah.
The interesting thing with that is that it doesn't have like it doesn't have like a weird, unexplained circle that's just shrinking in.
The zones.
It's literally a ring of fire. Like everything is burning.
Oh, wow. That's kind of cool. Yeah, add a sense of urgency to it.
It's pretty terrifying. Like it shows in the trailer. If you watch it, a guy standing there, he's looking around, and you see this wall of fire coming, and it goes past him, and he catches on fire.
Wow!
And he starts running. I mean, it's like the other one, so you don't die immediately. Yeah. So he's running and trying to survive and shoot somebody and not die.
Okay.
So it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I'll have to see some gameplay footage, but it doesn't look bad. If you already have Battlefield 5, I guess you can check it out when it comes out. Let's see. Fallout 76 Wild Appalachia?
Appalachia. Appalachia.
I said that.
That is not what you said.
Appalachia.
Yeah.
Released last week.
Yes.
Has the Nuka Shriners is what I'm calling it.
Nuka Shiners?
Shiners,
like
yeah.
Moonshiners?
Like Moonshiners, yes.
Okay. You make your own Nuka-Cola?
Yeah, you make a booze Nuka-Cola. There's a whole system
of
new booze system that came with it. That's apparently pretty good.
Yeah.
It has this little story involved making booze for a robot. It's apparently pretty good.
It's the robot named Bender.
Yeah, pretty much. I think his name is Biz.
Biz
or Viv, something like that.
Bender.
Yeah.
It's Bender.
So it apparently it's pretty good and it's pretty fun and the whole system kind of fun because it has like a ways to make alcohol that have different effects. So it's kind of a potion set for the game. So that's kind of cool. It's a reason to go back to it.
Yeah, I'd like to play it more. It's just time and time.
Speaking of Fallout 76, there is a guy named Corey B. Dabbar.
You're so good at
reading user names. Hey, Corey, how do you read that? How do you say that? Right.
Hold on. Where is it? You got a wall of text over here.
Yeah. Right here.
Oh, okay.
Corib Dabbar. Corib Dabbar. That's it.
Corib Dabbar.
Yeah, there you go. Corib Dabbar. That's what I said. A player. He's a player on Fallout 76. Lures other players, into his maze for prizes. And he got this nice jacket on and stuff.
This is a player?
This is a player.
Okay.
And he goes up to other players and like, hey, and does emotes. He doesn't talk to them, just emotes and gets them to follow
gestures.
Him. Yeah. And so they follows him all the way to his maze, and on the door it says, "Solve the maze, win a prize."
Oh,
and
that's cool.
You go in, he locks you in.
That's a little scary, but okay, sure.
Good sign.
Yeah.
And then
in a little like escape room thing going.
So you go through a maze. And
I can
there's
dig it.
video of it, and inside the maze is a Deathclaw.
No way!
It's good because there's a pet
just
system.
loose in the maze.
Yeah, there's a pet system in
really?
there. You can have pets, and
you can have a pet Deathclaw.
You can have a pet Deathclaw, and he has one in the maze.
I thought maybe he found one and just somehow strategically built a maze around one.
I don't know, but he has a Deathclaw in the maze, and there's a whole video.
I need to see this.
It looks pretty good.
I need to see this.
It's really, really good.
That is awesome.
I highly recommend.
And I never trust it. It's just like some guy comes up and like, "Hey, I got candy in my van."
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Want a prize?
I don't care how much you like
Solve
candy.
my maze. In a game that has Deathclaw, you should not.
Is there
trust
actually a prize?
I have no idea.
No one knows because they get killed by the Deathclaw.
Deathclaw, yeah. Because I think he targets like low level.
Well, yeah. So it sounds like there's not a prize.
Yeah.
It would be really fantastic if you actually could get through the maze and there's actually a prize.
Yeah.
Because like the Minotaur's maze, except it's the Deathclaw.
Yeah.
Instead of a Minotaur.
Yeah. And there may be. I just didn't read that part.
You got what you wanted and you moved on.
I moved on. Yeah. Coming. Where is it here? I had it for a second now. I'm losing my mind. I have too many things on my notes and I'm jumping around. Mm-hmm. You can now stream your PC, your computer to your Xbox One for some reason.
I guess as a
Steam.
If you want
link.
to sit on your couch type thing and
play your PC games. It's a whole thing. Microsoft is linking the two and so you can stream
the boundaries or whatever.
It's kind of like a link Steam link. There's some news about that too. There's a new update for it that's in beta, and it lets Steam Link Anywhere allows the stream game from any PC running Steam, which kind of can do that anyway. I'm not sure what it's a new they've updated it. So
what you're telling me is they've updated it and you don't know how.
It was kind of vague. I mean, I thought you could do all that already. Maybe you can look at multiples at the same time. I don't know. It says stream anywhere and allow you to stream games from any PC running Steam. I guess not just one.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway,
I love the news. It tells us nothing.
Yes,
it's great. I love it. Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
That something changed with the Steam Link. We don't know what it is.
Well, it's a beta one, so you have to particularly tell it you want the beta. So,
but you don't know what you're getting.
I think you can stream more than one. That's what it said. I mean, I literally quoted you what it said.
That's what it says?
Well, not exactly.
You didn't quote it.
It's only a half quote.
You're the worst.
It's only
the worst.
It's only a half quote.
The half quote. I started quoting and then I just summarized.
Yeah,
you paraphrased?
Yeah. Speaking of Steam, don't you like it? I'm rolling one subject into the next subject, and these things are all connecting. In a loosest
that is
term.
To be thankful.
Mm-hmm. Steam is getting Dwarf Fortress.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know it wasn't on Steam.
It is not. It's only been.
It's been so
only
long
been funded by crowdsourcing.
Yeah, it's been so long since I
I've
played
never
a game
it.
that I have a long time ago. But
I mean, it used to be a text-based game. And I mean, the game's 10 years old.
That's the way I played it, and I couldn't. I got where I could not see anything on it.
Well, the one that comes in Steam has graphics.
I know you can get skins for it, like
Yeah.
people made skin for it, but
Yeah.
it's a hard game to look at.
Yeah.
And I'm so easily distracted and like I have trouble parsing some things that I could not. I wanted it. Everything about the game sounds awesome.
Yeah.
For anyone who doesn't
know.
Can't see it, and I can't get confused and lost really easily.
Dwarf Fortress is a kind of a dwarf simulation thing where you have a community of dwarfs, and you're trying to basically
kind of guide
grow them, and they mine and they build and everything, and you kind of guide them.
Yeah.
They
have a mind of their own, but it's a simulator.
Yeah, it's a simulator thing.
Yeah.
And you guide them.
And there's a lot of clones of it, too.
Oh, yeah.
So.
But the actual Dwarf Fortress will be coming to Steam. Don't have a date yet, but I may try to get it when it comes out. Because I've never played it.
I may have to get it. It's weird, because I played it, but it's been so long, I can't even think when the last time I played a game that wasn't from some kind of launcher that was like, I've downloaded this game and play it.
Yeah.
Or I paid it and I bought a disc. I don't know how to do that on PC anymore.
Yeah.
I barely know how to do it on a console. I just go... Almost everything I buy on Nintendo, I go and get it out of the eShop and just download.
We're in the digital age.
I know. We've been there a while. But I just don't know what it's like anymore.
Yeah. And to change subjects, PlayStation Classic was on sale last week for $40. So normally it's been retailing $60. It's dropped to $40. So it was a one-day sale, but it makes me... Like, I would almost consider getting it.
Well, didn't you say like $20? Or I said $20, I think.
Yeah, I think you said $20. And I would like, if it went lower than $60, it'd be tempting.
So
but
you didn't get it?
It was a one-day sale, and I read it too late.
Oh, okay.
So
we're telling y'all about it.
We're telling you about it.
Way too late.
Keep an eye out. There might be more, because, it could drop price again.
Yeah.
So if you're interested and you're waiting for the price
trying to
drop,
offload those things.
Yeah, they gotta get rid of it for whatever. Till next Christmas when the next toy comes out. There was a Hello Games announced a new No Man's Skies update.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you played No Man's Sky.
Yes, I have quite a bit.
This one's called Beyond, and it basically so the last one was No Man's Sky Next, and it updated the to add multiplayer.
Yeah.
Well, this one is including more of the modern conveniences of multiplayer, like social interactions.
The things that you could think come standard.
Yeah. But it's still kind of vague on what all is being added, but it has been announced and it will be coming out.
Well, that's great because we really like vague news.
Yes, that's what today's
that's what
is all about.
I know everyone who's listening right now. They tuned into this podcast. They go like, you know what? I want to listen to two idiots vaguely talk about something they don't know anything about. That's loosely related to gaming.
They're all related to gaming. The Master Chief Collection which is the Halo collection.
Yeah.
Is coming to PC.
Okay.
It's a remaster of the collection, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But
a remastered Master Chief.
Yes, the
collection.
Master Chief collection,
which
will have support 60 frames per second and 4K and all that stuff.
Okay.
And it's the entire collection. It'll be available on Windows and Steam. Most of which of the games have only ever been available on Xbox, so pretty cool.
That's cool.
They haven't been a PC version of Halo since Halo 2.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, and I could be.
Probably. You wrong?
But
that never happened.
The only thing weird about it is you can buy the collection, but the first one that comes out will be Halo Reach, and they're not all going to be out at once, so you don't get all of them. To release them, it's kind of they're taking the stance of they're not ready, and they're still optimizing.
They're not ready, but we want money.
No,
so we're gonna
Microsoft. They don't need money.
Here you go. You wanna?
They bought Minecraft. They don't need money. That's some old news.
Yeah.
Anyway, but the idea is they rather release the games that they were ready
rather than wait till
all of them are done. So that's not a bad model.
It's why Reach first? I guess because are they going chronologically?
Because it's the one that hadn't been remastered.
Oh,
and it's
okay.
the
so
one
they did that one first.
They did that one first because it hadn't been redone. Because the other one, it wasn't in the original Master Chief collection.
I got you.
But this one is now, and it's the first one they put out.
Okay.
So it will be out first, but the other ones will come out afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
But I assume you buy the collection, you just get them as they release.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's not a collection. You're just buying the Halo game on PC.
Yeah.
So, there's that. Let's see. I've covered that. Oh, fans are remaking
something that's going to get shut down now.
Well, it's kind of already shut down a little bit. But anyway, it's a fan remake of Star Wars Episode 1 Racer.
Pod Racer?
Yeah, the pod racing game.
The game everyone calls Pod Racer, but it's not actually called Pod Racer.
It's not called Pod Racer. We've always called Pod Racing, but it's not.
Yeah.
They're remaking it in the Unreal Engine.
That's cool.
It actually looks pretty good.
Really?
Yeah. They have a little demo you can download, which you can't do because so many people downloaded it. It's been shut it down. No, it broke the
server or whatever.
It was on Google Drive, so it's just apparently not available right now. But keep an eye out. If you want to try it out, it looked pretty good. Yeah. I was like, it looks like...
Should we start the timer of how long it'll be before it gets shut down?
We don't have to. It's probably already been shut down. I mean, it's not going to be... They're not selling it or anything, so...
I guess that's one way.
They're not making any money, so it might last longer than some. But it looked really good. And as a person who played the pod racing game not that long ago on Super...
I was playing it
on Super Nintendo.
A little while ago, It's hard to look at.
It's really hard to look at.
It's still fun.
It's still fun. It's got a lot of great elements to it.
The aliasing on it, and
it's hard to look at.
It's hard to look at. It's one of those parsing things. There's a lot of weird, fuzzy details, and I have to really focus to get through it.
It's just strange. It's kind of a lot of those games where it's 3D dimensional, but not. And hard to look at. Yeah. But the new one looks pretty good. Yeah. Makes me go, they should make a new one of these. Yeah. It'd be fun.
Yeah.
A YouTuber got paid $1 million to stream Apex Legends.
I'll do that. Do you have to be a famous YouTuber?
Well, this one was.
Oh. I guess that helps.
Yeah, he got paid $1 million.
I'll do it for half.
From the studio.
Let's go. I'll
to play a free-to-play game.
Yeah. Who? I assume the company. The company. Whatever that. I forget what they call it.
EA or Epic.
Yeah, Epic. No, it's not Epic.
Whoever made it. I don't know.
Yeah. The Titanfall people.
Yeah, the Titanfall people.
Well, I can't remember the name of that company.
I don't either. But yeah, they paid a lot of money. Mm-hmm. And that makes me go, we don't need $1 million.
No, give us 100,000.
Give us $100.
Give us anything.
Give us the game, and we're
on YouTube. Yeah. So we're here.
Yeah,
we're ready.
We're
sell ourselves.
Yeah, we're in the prime of our, not the prime. We're in the early days of our YouTube fandom. So we're growing.
We're fans
and you
of
can
YouTube?
grow with the No. Like, we don't have a lot of fans on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
We're early YouTubers.
Yes.
We're up and coming.
Yes, so
That's
we're
what you're
the
looking for.
newcomers.
We're the up and coming.
We're the new kids on the block.
30-something-year-old YouTubers.
We're-
And we will play your game for money.
Yes.
Because we have zero shame.
Zero. So give us your game, and we'll play it for monies.
Yeah, just shoot us a message. We'll work out how to make that happen.
What is it? Ask Deaf and Dumb?
It's on our website, whatever it is. I know I'm hesitant because we used to have an email, and I lost access to it because I'm an idiot. And so just go to our website, Deaf and Dumb,
link, and you don't want to say what it is because it might change again.
It might change again, and I don't remember what it is.
And if someone listens to this episode late, they won't be able to email
We're
us.
totally professionals.
Send us money. We need to invent one of these $900,000 Kickstarter games.
That's really cheap to make.
Yeah, like nothing. Yeah. Nothing to make. But really good, but nothing to make. No overhead.
Do you have anything else you want to talk about?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think I got through my massive list.
I think we covered something at some point.
Oh, I didn't mention someone made Breath of the Wild without cell shading. They modded it took the cell shading out, which is pretty interesting. Go look at it.
Okay.
Because it's kind of darker. It's not bright and vibrant like the normal cell shading, and it doesn't look bad. It looks pretty good. I'm like,
it's just
maybe they need some mold changes in the mold.
I don't know what word you're trying to say.
Mode.
Okay.
Yeah, mode.
Like settings you can change yourself?
So
okay.
Change the graphic settings in the game.
I thought you were saying mole.
We got mold changes. And
I want you to know you're very lucky I tolerate your butchery of the English language.
Well, you should, because I'm not going to change.
Well, that's cool. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay.
I think.
Go to our website at deafandumb.com. That's DEAFNDUMB.com.
Before we change it.
No, that's not changing. That's not changing. But you'll find a link to our email address if you want to pay us to play your game.
Yes.
We will also, you want to pay us to do really anything, and we will consider it.
Anything?
I said we'll consider it. It's got to go through our processing.
We have a process.
Yeah, we read it and decide if we want to do it. That's a process.
It is a process.
There are 2 steps.
Yeah, that is something.
And so you can find all our episodes there. You can also find us on YouTube, and please subscribe to us there. And
Spotify and
wherever you want to listen to the podcast.
If we're not somewhere you want us to be, let us know, and we'll see if we can get on there.
Yeah. You can listen to this podcast anywhere, pretty much anywhere. And we also have the YouTube channel. We will be trying to push out more content there. So keep an eye out and subscribe to us, and so you don't miss anything.
Yeah.
And please subscribe, comment, and
I think you're in a loop now.
Like us.
You're starting to repeat.
I'm thinking about Baba. And who is Baba?
Baba is the end of this episode.
Yes. Thank you very much for listening. I'm Dan May.
And I'm Dudley May, and this has been Deaf and Dumb.